Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for the weeks of October 1 through 14, 2024. This is a reading if you are Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising, or have another significant Sag placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. As those of you who are familiar with this channel know that I do the 12 astrological houses. I usually start by reading from the Way of Cartouche deck, which is over here. And then our clarifier is going to be the, I always get it backwards. It's Spirit Within Tarot. I always want to say Within Spirit Tarot, but it's the Spirit Within Tarot. And then we will clarify it with reading from the Black Moon astrology cards at the end to do kind of a summary. And I'm going to probably dive straight into this reading. The only thing I'm going to mention is if you are interested in doing readings with me, or if you have if you're interested in the spiritual coaching, I do these kind of mega readings that I call life path readings. I do Rahani healing, Reiki healing, channeling. I do a lot of stuff that I do. And you can visit my website, transitionlifecoaching.net. I also offer classes. You can check out the link in the description box below. Also a link to my social media if you want to follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. And I do have I do a morning live stream there as well, where I do a daily tarot reading, and I do upload those episodes periodically, every few days or so, to this channel as well. So yeah, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Okay, so all business done. This is a really intense month astrologically. There's a lot going on. Now Venus is moving into your sign, Sagittarius. That is one change that's happening early in October, is that Venus is moving from Scorpio to Sagittarius. There's going to be a nice grand water trine right at the beginning of the month. Probably, I'm recording this on the 30th. It'll probably be, in the next couple of days. We also have a solar eclipse happening on the 2nd. That's it's a partial solar eclipse, but still a very potent one in Libra. And we have a full moon coming up this month in Aries. We have the 4 outer planets in alignment. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say the 4 outer, the 4 gas giants, which are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They're all in a line with a rather unusual lineup formation with each other. I mean, they do kind of get into this kind of alignment now and again, but not quite this exact. We have a second moon, which is an asteroid coming into the path of the moon's orbit. So there's going to be another, I mean, it's going to be too small to see, but it's going to have the second body that's orbiting with the moon, which astrology doesn't really know how to deal with those effects, but it's very likely there's a reference to effects there, or things that are going to be affected as a result of that. And also we have a comet, a visible comet, possibly a supernova, and also incredible geomagnetic storms this month, plus Pluto going direct in the middle of the month. So very active month in the cosmos, and generally, and Mars is also in a very oppositional and fiery place. It's in Cancer right now, but will be opposing Pluto. There'll be squares off with Saturn. There's a lot of, Mars is very, there's a lot of tension with Mars this month. Now you are a fire sign, Sagittarius. And so Mars energy tends to be connected with that. So that is something to watch out for. Now in your first house here, we're going to jump into your reading. We have Hathor with the moon. So the moon tends to show up when sometimes it's when we want to remain a little bit hidden from people. Hathor implies to me the desire for security, the desire for, I don't know, there's a very homey feeling to this card. The idea of just wanting to the nesting thing. You want to make a cozy space for yourself. You may be focused on security. You may be wanting to get things organized. You may be coming across as the kind of person who's just has it together, very organized. Hathor too tends to be somebody who's very, very beautiful. So you may be seen as very attractive by people right now. But the moon is also very mysterious. And you may be a little bit of as you're trying to clear stuff up and trying to establish where you want to be, there seems to be a bit of confusion about that right now with the moon. The moon suggests that not a lot of things are clear. Maybe you're in doubt about some things. Your intuition is definitely your strongest guide right now. With money, there's something here where you have to wait. There's a wait and see factor here. And with the Two of Swords, there's a sense that you are that there's a tension here. Like you're not in a spot you're not in a terrible spot, but you're not in a better spot. So this could be that financially you are feeling, like, again, like maybe stuck. Two of Swords may also require us to make a decision. We may have to decide that we're going to pay down debts. We may have to decide we're taking on, sometimes some people it's taking on an extra job, or just changing something up to be able to be in a better place financially. But whatever it is, there's a sense here that this is kind of a truce, like a stalemate. So so things are not necessarily better, they're not necessarily worse, but I think you would probably at some point would like them to be better. But I mean, I guess the good news about this card is that it's not like you're going to go into a total catastrophe here, but there does seem to be this balancing act, or this indecision, or this just sense of tension about where you want to be financially. And Sphinx suggests there's a wait and see card here. So I think what it's saying is, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you don't know which way to go in terms of money, wait and see. Wait and see, because the answers that you need regarding money are coming. There may be monies coming in that right now are not on the radar and are unexpected. I'm looking straight across here to your house, which is the Sagittarius house, which is the 9th house. And this has to do with the expansion, higher education, travel, spiritual things. It's about broadening your horizons, and you have Nephthys with the 10 of Cups. So this looks to me like there's going to be opportunities for you to do that. Jupiter is going to be going retrograde, but it is going to conjunct Mars. And for you, I think this seems like there's a possibility here. 10 of Cups is a wish card. It's wishes granted. Strong family vibe to this card, but sometimes family doesn't have to be our ancestral or blood family. It can also just be people we think of as our tribe. But strong sense of community here, and this idea of coming together happily. So there's going to be an opportunity for you to really, tens also are completion, are moments of completion. So you're completing a cycle, or you're about to move into something that's going to be fulfilling for you, not just for you, but also fulfilling in a community sense. It's not just what you have for yourself, but it's what you have and what others share with you and what you share with them. That said, we also have it with Nephthys, and that's what caught my attention, because Nephthys shows that which is not clear right now. So in other words, it's like this is something that's coming. Okay, this fulfillment is coming, but it's not evident right now. The fact that we have the moon in the first house, we have Sphinx in the second, and this may be having to do with money. Maybe you're looking to travel or move or something, and the money's not there yet. It could be something like that. Or maybe you're looking to start something, and you're not, things you're not really quite seeing where it's going to go right now. But Nephthys says, this is a not yet card. Something's not visible right now, something is hidden, but the potential for you to have this sense of fulfillment, this wish granted, is definitely showing up here in your own house, in your own energy. So that's really good news. So far, I think what it's saying is that there may be a feeling here that things are going to change. There may be a feeling that you are moving in a new direction, and that, even if you're feeling stuck in certain areas like right now, and for some of you, this is going to be financial, it's saying wait and see. You're going to see where this is going. Okay, there seems to be some kind of an invitation here. So we have Knight of Cups here, actually, in the third house. For some of you, this could be a romantic invitation, because Knight of Cups does tend to have to do with love, but it can also just be an invitation towards doing what you love. I mean, you have it with Ta, so this could be a work opportunity. Ta, to me, is more about building something, building structure. And again, we have this Hathor energy that's complementary here in the first house. The idea that I'm looking for something solid. I want something to be solid. This is strong Capricorn energy, so Ta is about the way in which we build things, whether literally building things, because Ta is the craftsman, or whether or not it's just building something for ourselves in terms of peace of mind, or just having structure. In the sense of business, because this is a house of self-employment, then this would be, if you're trying to build a business, this is you gradually taking those steps, one step at a time to build something and to build it in the right way. And yeah, it does seem like there's going to be invitations or opportunities. Now, looking up at your 10th house, I can see that you have another page with the Knight of Cups, and you have the Page of Cups. These bring messages, invitations, and again, cups are often about love. This could be about love for some of you, but I feel like in the houses that these are appearing, it's more an opportunity to have love. there's more of an opportunity here for you to, there's going to be messages, opportunities to do something that you really want. Now, with the 10 of Cups sitting right next door to this house, which is the Capricorn house, you've got Urias here too. Let me mention that first. Urias is something unexpected, something out of the blue, something, again, all this energy of something's not what it appears to be, which is fascinating. And I feel like things appear worse than what they are, because I feel like there's going to be these invitations coming, and these are going to be something that are very emotionally satisfying, whether they have to do with actual love or not. And again, 3rd and 10th house, I don't, unless it's a work relationship, I don't necessarily see that. It just feels like you're going to have an opportunity maybe to do something that you really love. And, because we spend a lot of time at work, we worry about making money, but it's, but the thing is, a lot of times, I feel like we're in a time period where it's not that money isn't important or having enough money to live isn't important, but that money is not going to be the primary thing that we're going after in life. That being emotionally satisfied, loving what we do, and still making money along the way, even if it's not like, if I worked 80 hours a week and try to work my way up to CEO, it's a different energy from that. It's more like, taking your time doing things, eventually the money following, but being able to do the things that you really want to do. So yeah, there's some kind of turn with your career. Now this could be different things for different people. With Page of Cups, it usually indicates a message, and this is usually a very positive message. These are new pages bring beginnings, and you see the guy with the little fish jumping out of the cup. It's almost like the idea that there is this, there's this new beginning that is something that you have wanted, and I don't know that it's something you're expecting right now. And it does seem to be connected to what's going on in your 9th house. So maybe this is an opportunity to move and relocate for a job. Maybe you're getting to move to a place you've always wanted to live. Maybe you're, or maybe you're having a chance to go back to school if that's what you've wanted to do. Or just doing something else. Sagittarius energy can also be about flexibility and independence. So maybe it is a chance to work from home or to do something where you can make more of your own schedule. So there's definitely some kind of an opportunity here for somebody. And this is something coming out of the blue. Right now, you might be looking at it and going, nope, I don't see it. But this is saying, you're not seeing it right now, and but you will. There's definitely something, on the agenda. It's saying wait and see. Yeah, there's a lot of cup energy here, which is really interesting for you, Sag. Okay, so let's look at your home sector. You've got Isis. So, okay, Isis is a very strong mother card, and this is in the mother house. So for some of you, I don't know if this means that, mom is a factor right now or key to something going on. Sometimes people are, taking care of their mother, or maybe their mother is like more involved with their life right now, or something around the mother here. It could be that if you're married, maybe somebody's becoming a mother. There's all kinds of possibilities here. Yeah, in fact, now I'm looking. I have Buckle of Isis in the 5th house. So yeah, for somebody watching this is not a general thing. That's a more specific thing. But somebody's having a baby. There's somebody here who's having a baby for sure, 100%. And so this may change things. And actually with the Devil here, though, this may be something that makes you feel more tied to home. Maybe that's why there's this shift. Maybe there's this shift towards family and towards freedom and flexibility. Because maybe if somebody's having a child, maybe they're going to want to be home more. Maybe they're going to work from home and have a better work-life balance. That could be for some people. Because the Devil makes us something where we feel too attached or too tied to something. Now, for some of you, if you're like a caregiver for your mom or something, maybe you're feeling like that's a situation that's not going to change or one that you can't get out of. Or maybe you're looking at, maybe someone's looking at motherhood as something that might tie them down. But honestly, I think it's one of those things that the Devil usually comes about when we have to change an attitude, when we have to get out of a stuck way of thinking about something. So there may be this balance that you're trying to strike here. You may feel like whatever's changing here is going to make you feel stuck. Now, if there's no child involved, I would say that Isis indicates a situation where you have to have patience and compassion. So yeah, there's some kind of family situation here where somebody feels stuck or feels like, I don't want to do this, but I don't see how I cannot do this. And Isis is saying be patient. It would certainly be patient, be compassionate, and also possibly there's something around mothers and children with that as well. So let's look at our 5th house. Yeah, I mentioned the buckle of Isis, which often can mean pregnancy in this house. Again, if that is something that's on the table, then that's a very good omen for that. If you're not somebody who's looking for a child, this is also the house of love affairs and also of creativity. So this suggests that efforts you make will be rewarded. And it's with the Fool card. So this is strong Aries energy here. The Fool is about going out and taking risks, like saying, okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna put my energy into something that I love, or into a person that I love too, because sometimes this has to do with taking a risk on. This is a card of fidelity as well, so it may have to do with people being involved with somebody who wants to be committed to you and not, not just casual in terms of a relationship. Excuse me. So you have this energy of taking a risk, and it feels like whatever risk you're looking to take right now is going to pay off. Buckle of Isis indicates sacrifices that are rewarded. Now, if we want to go to the Libra house, the 7th house, and how this is going to affect us with relationships, actual committed relationships. Okay, you have water with the 2 of Wands, so some kind of relationship is at a crossroads. If you're married, it could be that there could be a crossroads. Now, the crossroads doesn't have to be like, oh, is your marriage going to stay together or not? Maybe it is for some people. This could also be, if you're in a dating relationship, is this going to move to being something more committed? Is somebody going to jump and take the leap of faith? It can also indicate, like, maybe you have a partner who's looking, maybe that's the thing. Maybe you're going to be moving or something. Maybe they're relocating. Maybe they got a great job far away or overseas. And, so now there's at the crossroads of like, okay, well, what decision do I make? What are we doing next? Because water definitely brings change. You have a lot of water in this reading. And it's very emotional thing. So something right now seems like it's very unfixed and very fluid, and that there are decisions that are going to have to be made. Let's see. Let's look at your work situation. We looked at this up here already. So we looked at the Page of Cups in your rise. That's your career area. The area of job, health, Virgo energy. This is job, health, things we may have anxiety about, things we're concerned about. Okay, so we have air with the Wheel of Fortune. So for some of you, this is a change in job, okay? Air brings changes, it brings messages. Is also a card that suggests that sometimes we need a little bit of a detachment from a situation. So something we've been very worried about, we may have to kind of take a distance and look at it almost meditatively, where you watch it like you're watching a movie. And the fact that it's with the Wheel of Fortune, again, that reminds me of what I'm seeing over here in the 2nd house. Wheel of Fortune says to me that there are changes, there are big changes coming, and these are not changes that there's changes we react to and changes we do proactively. This is more of a reactive change, something that's happening to us that we respond to. But the Wheel of Fortune indicates a change in your fortunes, and generally, this is a change for the better. So with air, yeah, this also can indicate that any changes are not going to be cataclysmic. It's not like, oh my God, this is going to rip down my entire world as I know it. It's and there may be something of an attachment to the way that things are. Maybe that's why there's a strong focus on security and what makes you feel secure. But it's saying just take a little bit of detachment and leave room for change. There's a lot of fluidity and change here, and a lot of opportunity for emotional fulfillment that I'm seeing so far. Let's look at your 8th house of, this has to do with transformation. This is Scorpio energy. Yeah, you got the winged disc with the Hierophant. So for some of you, I don't know, Hierophant could mean a marriage, a higher level of commitment. Hierophant can also indicate, it's generally a very traditional card. So this almost feels like traditional commitment here, whether it be to a marriage, to a family situation, whether you're taking on a more traditional job, or whether you just have a very traditional role of some kind. But Hierophant can also indicate either you're the mentor or the mentee. I feel like you are in a position where you're either going to have someone to come along and give you assistance and guide you in some kind of a way, the person who's going to end up acting as a guide in your life, or you could be called to do this for somebody else. Okay, and if there is a new child involved, maybe that's where this is coming in. And mind you, it doesn't have to be you having the child. It could be somebody in your family. It could be just somebody close where that's going to have a big impact on your life. And again, as I've mentioned, the alternative, if you don't have children, there's another way to look at that. But you have winged disc here, so this is great. This is about overcoming obstacles. This is about solving problems and overcoming obstacles. So certainly it looks like whatever next level you're moving to, this is going to be something very, very satisfying. And the lack of clarity that we see over here with like the moon and with Nephthys and with Sphinx, all this hidden stuff, this brings a sense of clarity. So this more or less is saying everything's going to be revealed. And winged disc always indicates that no matter what's going on, it's all going to come out well in the end. So definitely a very good omen there if you're looking for stability and security here and emotional satisfaction. In the 11th house, this is Aquarius energy. And okay, now, yeah, we had the Hierophant, now we've got the Sun. You've got strong Leo energy. This is one of the happiest cards in the deck, and you have it with Bast. So this says to me that you're celebrating, spending time with friends. 11th house is your social networks, your friendships. And Bast is an Aquarian type card. So this is about, again, this is about being creative, about being able to express yourself. It's about, oftentimes has to do with dancing and celebrating and feasting and good things like that. Being recognized for your worth. And with the Sun card, that definitely indicates that a light is shining on you, that your friends are looking at you, your people in your social networks, you are being supported right now. So this is a really great energy here. And again, the Sun can also imply the birth of a child as well. So again, somebody watching this who's Sagittarius is having a child. I don't think that's a general thing, but there is somebody very specifically is either pregnant or about to have a child. And maybe that's the reason for all the celebrations right now and all this emotional satisfaction. If there's worries here that having a child is going to make you feel too restricted, I think this is saying, because you got the 5 of Wands, you maybe have a differing opinions here. 5 of Wands is when there's too many people involved in a situation, and you have it with the twins. And this is in the 12th house of self-doubt, fear, self-undoing. And so I don't know, maybe you're worried. Maybe if there's a partner here, maybe it's a situation where there's not a marriage or a commitment. Maybe there's a worry whether or not there's going to be one. Maybe there's too many competing outside influences. But 5 of Wands generally indicates out influences that are not that serious. Okay, they're not. This is more like just people who are annoying and distracting, who just kind of need to mind their own, rather than this is some kind of a serious challenge. But it may feel like a big thing right now. It may throw you into doubt about maybe the path you're on or what you're doing. Again, if there's no child involved, then this would suggest to me there's still doubt or concern about some kind of a relationship, whether that be a family relationship, whether it be a love relationship. There's something here where there may be some concerns here, but again, the fact that they're showing up in the house of fear, this to me suggests what we worry about that doesn't become manifest. Okay, so I think this is more just something that is occupying our brain space right now and making us feel a bit anxious as we're trying to get organized. Overall, you have fire with the Page of Wands. This is double fire, so this is great. This says to me that This is a time for enthusiasm. This is a time for new beginnings, for inspiration, for ambitions fulfilled, and also getting rid of things that no longer serve us at this point in time. Fire can burn things up just as it can inspire and warm. So there's a little bit of an element of both here. But you are a fire sign, and this seems like it's a very exciting new time for you. So I think that you want to celebrate it as an exciting new time. Even though there are things right now that you clearly don't know and that you're not sure about. Again, yeah, if somebody is having a child, I understand why finances are a question mark or a feeling like, oh, maybe we better not overspend or not do this or not do that. But no, it definitely seems like there's going to be some possibilities here. And again, some of you this could involve a move. You could be moving away as a result of this. Yeah, and there's some questions and decisions around relationships, some changes in job, but they look like it's all good news though. There's something that just hasn't occurred yet. So, yeah, and the card that we pulled from the astrology deck is the Libra card, the card of balance. So this is definitely about being supported, about things being just and fair, about knowing the truth of things, and also about being able to work with others here. So Libra is and the Libra is definitely about partners and being supported and working in a partnership, because Libra is the scales. It has the two sides. This can be about legalizing something, okay? So there could be, but whatever it is, it brings what's fair and what's just, okay? It's equivalent almost of the Justice card in this deck. So if there's something that's not clear, the truth is going to be revealed. There is support, and whatever happens in this situation, there's going to be fairness, okay? So I think this is a great reading, Sagittarius. If somebody is having a child, congratulations. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about future videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you around mid-October.